The world is in chaos as the economy circles down the drain thanks to the tariff war scares. The cost of living is continuing to skyrocket. And worst of all, the dating scene insanity is in full effect. But that will all change. With this luxury item in quantity, I will be the envy of the city. People go crazy over eggs, right? Oh wait, what's this? The Mr. Pie. Well, of course, the specimen is also going to help me conquer the high standards of living by going back to the good old days, when games were true to their souls and bare to the bones. Our financial well-being has not been compromised. It's just loading. Enter the Mr. Pie, specifically the Megapack Batch 2 with the clear blue casing. This specimen is faithful to giving the original video game console experience that you wish to replicate, which compels me to explain the concept of FPGA. Now I know all you folks out there think this stands for fine piece of girls or guys' ass. Well, you're close. Most emulation relies on software pretending to be old hardware. FPGA replicates hardware at its core by changing the structure according to the wanted game console. Kind of like how a dictator forces citizens to bend over backwards and change their spirit according to the wanted vision. Software emulation uses the CPU to simulate old hardware by translating instructions into modern code sequentially. Let's say there's this woman you're trying to pursue. You're going to have to deal with her friends, make sure they have their guards down. Then when you finally get through, you have to fumble through awkward compliments, pretending to be interested in what she is saying, etc. That's a lot of crap to deal with alone. And that's what software emulation is like. FPGA, on the other hand, replicates the logic and behavior of old hardware at the circuit level, allowing multiple operations to happen in parallel. It's like assembling a well-coordinated team of, let's say, associates. Each one keeps your friend conveniently occupied, thus allowing you to reach your target with efficiency and ease. Now, coming back to gaming, this means FPGA delivers low latency and better accuracy. Some argue modern CPUs are powerful enough to pull this off with software emulation. But in the end, there's still some degree of input lag. And trust me, in a social context, the worst time to be lagging is when you're about to input your essence. Now all this talk is making me hungry, so I'm going to get Luna here to explain the contents of the Mr. Pie Megapack while I go fry up some retro bodies. I mean, eggs? See you later.
The Mr. Pie Megapack comes with an FPGA board, giving you hardware-level accuracy. Included is a 128 megabytes SDRAM for handling the heavier cores, an AV Pro version 9.2 for clean video output, and a USB hub. Exclusive for this Batch 2 release is an SNES snack adapter and level shifter, letting you use original controllers with zero lag. Included for you to power on this bad boy is its USB-C cable, long enough to keep you satisfied. And to wrap it all up, a translucent blue acrylic shell, a perfect combination of retro nostalgia and the fulfillment of fetishes for the shiny and transparent.
Alright, I'm back. No need to get your potatoes boiling there. So with this all put together well, you've got a number of USB ports. or as I would like to call them, points of penetration, for your variety of peripherals, up to 7 times. But not this one. As it says here, it's a snack port, so you will want to directly use the original controller of the console system of choice. You also have a couple of display options here. What makes the Mr. Pi a hero in this collapsing economy is its price point. Basically, you need to get yourself a DE10 Nano board by Jurassic in order to get into FPGA. However, these things cost about $225 US. You would also need to get the I/O board and a case at least. Then, if you want to plug in more peripherals, a USB hub. Options are great, but they come at a cost. Doing this kind of build will start at around $400 US. But the Mr. Pi here, complete with all this, is just $180 US. It's like, why settle for a USB pistol when at least half the price you can get the same one with suppressors, retention holsters, flash hiders, universal tactical light, extended magazine release. Now let's bring the Mr. Pi to the streets as it runs on the Mr. Fusion system. Aw yeah. What a caretaker, giving this, donkey a little spray where the sun don't shine. Keep it clean. Can you believe that's a woman in that suit? Well, shame on you. We live in a progressive world. Respect her pronouns. Behold the king of pop. Long live the king. And by long, I mean his legacy, not his death. Moving on to the Mr. Pi arcade core, we have here athletes engaging in combat and bashing in heads. Now that's sportsmanship. And what's this? A creature on a rampage? What an efficient and cost-effective way to demolish a building, as well as evicting unwanted tenants. Now we got Mr. Pi running DOS. My man here dropping bombs like there's no tomorrow. I guess you can say that he's got a lot to blow. It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum to use as a suppository. Now that's a sticky situation. Now it's the time for the 3Ds of the pack I have here. First up, my desires. The Mr. Pi gives you raw, unfiltered retro gaming, no input lag. It's the perfect tool to get down and dirty with. So many ports, so many ways to plug in, so go easy on this specimen. The price? It's almost like you're getting counterfeit goods from the East. Where is this made? Next up, my Disgusts. Mr. Pi is constantly sold out, so if you want one, get on the Retro Remix site and tap that reload button like crazy the next time it launches. Where the hell do I turn this thing on and off? Do I actually have to pull the plug on the specimen when I'm done? Who do you think I am? An irritated nurse who is done with her patients? While the fan is essential in ensuring the components remain cool, the sound it produces can get to irritating levels, much like my former partner, who I finally silenced. Now for the deciding factors. The interface is mainly text, but if you can learn to read, you can also learn to unlock its potential to its fullest. There are plenty of systems or cores available for this specimen, but if you have a hard-on for newer systems, you're gonna need some patience. Otherwise, you'll have to get soft with software emulation. Also, what is your comfort level with assembling? Taki Udon actually has a video tutorial, so you're good there. But if you're squeamish about playing with the insides of the specimen, the assembly is going to feel like murder.
So what's the verdict? If you want the absolute best retro gaming experience possible and you're willing to put in a little effort, then the Mr. Pi certainly offers premium gaming without the premium scalper prices. Finding one is a challenge as it is always sold out. But once you do get hold of it, you'll never want to let go. The Mr. Pi will make it seem that your troubles and worries are insignificant. When the economy crashes and you're consistently struggling with your bills and debt obligations, at least your pixels will still be perfect. And in the whole scheme of things, isn't that what matters in life?